Hello. Welcome to the first video of Dragon Trading, and today I'm just gonna go over how I managed to go from unprofitable with prop firms to profitable on Apex Trader Funding. And this is not a sponsored video, and it's really just for educational purposes of me showing you guys that if you are a nobody, you can get paid out and that it's possible because I know there's a lot of traders out there that are struggling with their trading strategy or whatever. It may be emotion, psychology, their trading strat, all of the above, right? So I'm basically just going to go over how I went from, let's see, I started this in March, I think middle of March, and then my first payout was requested and approved on August the 2nd. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start. This is my list of accounts. As you can see here, I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 funded accounts, 6 150Ks, and 4 50K PA accounts. Um, I think the easiest way for me to explain this is that Apex and prop firms, with consistency rules, with trading rules, with all of the above, I think the easiest way to put it is that you should just trade in a way that's going to optimize your chances of getting a payout. And, with Apex, with 30% consistency, with 10 days minimum to trade, and all of that, I've kind of figured that the best way to do it was to just try to average out in those 10 days. An amount that's going to get you paid out and then to ensure that in those 10 days you're pretty much making exactly the amount that you would be required to make in order to get a payout. So say for my 150K accounts, you get approximately 50 or 5,000. That's how much profit you need to make in the account. So, you're shooting for a goal of right here, 155,100 in order to request a payout. So what I did there for my 150K accounts, I basically treated them the same as a 50K account with double the leverage. But since there's double the leverage, I just doubled my lot size. So 5,000 and 2,500 drawdown, I would use one contract on my 50K PAs and two contracts on my 150K PAs. And from there, I'm pretty much aiming for, what is it, 10 points a day. That'll make, 200, a little more than 10 points a day, like 12-ish. So you'll make 240 a day on the 50K PAs and then 480 on the 150Ks. That's what I was doing at least. Um, and then, over the course of 10, 20 days, all those accounts reached payout. And I did push a little bit towards the end, and I can actually show you guys that. So here, uh, let's go to custom range, and I basically had this account since middle to late June, and then payout got to the payout point in August, early August. So I'm gonna just briefly describe a lot of this. You can actually see it on here too. I was pretty much, I was going up steady in terms of P&L. Would have a bad day, drop all the way back down, go up, back to where I was, and then drop all the way back down, and then kind of hang and draw down for a bit. And you can actually see my account was pretty much break even at July 11th. And then I kind of call this like my turning point. July 12th was kind of my like, I'm sick of this shit. I don't want to, just keep cycling through evals, cycling through PAs and whatnot. Um, Being greedy, being emotional, being whatever. It was just stick to the plan, stick to the strategy, get my 10 to 15 points, call it a day, stop it there, and you can see I pretty much stick or try to stick to a 1-to-1 ratio. You can see my largest losing trade is 900, my largest winning trade is 600. But on average, they're kind of one to one, a little bit lower on the profit side, but I have a 66% win ratio, so that's how this account is in profit. So um, let's see, July 11th, you can see I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 trades on July 11th, and I came out that day break even. So I think that just goes to show that, being over trading is not something you want to do, especially when you're trading props and you literally do not need anything more than whatever your payout minimum is divided by 10. That is all you need to get for the day. And when I kind of had that realization, you can actually see it reflect in my trades very well. Say July 12th, I got $500, called it. July 17th, 370 and 310, so about 680, called it. July 18th, so started off with the loser, I think a couple losers. So two losers, a winner, a loser, and then two winners to top it off, or three winners, sorry. Three winners to end the day, probably. Let's see, that's about 4 plus 3, so 700, and then I made 368, 1,000. So yeah, pretty much 369, 1,100, so 8, 11, so yeah, like $300, $400 a day. And then on the 19th, again, a lot less than 11, but I think it's because when I start off on a loss and I have to, or I don't have to, but I try to make it back. This one was multiple losses, so 3 losses in a row followed by 4 wins in a row. You can see biggest loser was 300, biggest winner was 500, so yeah. And then on the 21st, one trade, $100. I think this was for an account flip. I was just trying to make sure I had the right number of minimum days in order to get to payout, and yeah, ended up winning, which was good. 25th, 2 trades on the 25th, 260 and 330, boom, done. On the 26th, 3 trades, probably started with the loser. Yeah, started with the loser, 290 loss, 580, and then made 280. 31st, 4 trades right here. Started off with a 290 loss and then 3 winners after that. 0801, we had 3 back-to-back-to-back winners. 0802, August 2nd, this was probably my last trade before requesting a payout. I did push this one a little more, as you can see. This one was 540, 740, about 800 on the day, which is a little higher than all my other days, but again, it's because I was like just right there in order to get the payout. And then after this, I actually did request the payout and it got approved, and I can show that later too. And then you can see after the payment got approved, I started trading again, and we're right back to, this is just one contract, so 200, 165. Loss, loss, win, win, loss, 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 win, 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 win. It's like a back and forth, right? And for those of you saying, I'm full of shit, I don't really care if you think that. I don't really have a reason to lie, but here is my payout window. So you can see I have 4 payments approved. This is for a total of 10,000. This account I blew on accident because I was trying to pass an eval and I didn't realize it was on my PA account. And I literally just blew it for no reason, which sucks, but it happens. And then I have 2 pending for another 5,500. So go ahead and move that over. And then back to here, I can actually, so you can see like my trading style before had definitely more trades, or I would have days where I would have more trades. Even now, I would say that I have days like that too. Like this one, on the 5th of July, I made a lot of very bad trades in terms of like minus 600, minus 600, plus 600, plus 400, minus 400, etc. It's like, it's a lot of those things where it's like you'll make a trade where you make that much, but then you'll make another trade where you lose it and you're not really making any money. And that was kind of what I realized too. And if I switch to here, this is the account that is currently pending. If I go to performance, custom range, same thing. Um, go to the June 22nd to today, and it'll pop up. This one 63% win rate, so a little lower. All trades, profit is very close to the same, and you can see that this P&L chart, I had a day where I was really hanging in there, and that was actually pretty recently too, on oh man, the last day. Look at this. If there was ever like a reason to be like worried about whether or not you're gonna get a payout, like look at how many trades I executed this day. Break even at 50, loss 290, loss 410, loss 360, loss, like lose, 265 when 550 loss, and then you're just like basically bouncing back and forth between winning, losing, winning, losing, winning, losing, and I literally this is one of those probably my worst days where I was just like absolutely like I had just lost it. I don't even know why. Like everything was perfectly fine. I was just executing trades left and right, and I think right here that's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34 trades in one day. I don't know how this is only one contract. That seems wrong, but oh, some of these are two contracts, but I was literally just firing off, and I somehow ended this day in like just enough profit to request a payout. So I mean, if this gets denied, I wouldn't be surprised, even though I don't really think having a day where you're making a lot of executions, because none of these executions overlapped, right? So sure, they might have been like closely timed with one another, but yeah, none of them were DCAs, none of them were whatever's. Because these, look at these trade times, 6 seconds, 17 seconds. It was just a bad day. So if this gets denied, I'm gonna be a little sad, but hopefully they give me a good reason so that I can see where I went wrong. Um, but yeah, this was, just another example of how like people can lose it too. And I also have those same trades here, right? Like 7-Eleven, I made so many executions. 7, 8, 9, so many executions. Like you don't want days like this. Like just think about the fees alone here. You're paying so much in fees that like this was probably a hundred sim dollars in fees, right? So yeah. But I hope you guys did learn a little bit. That's pretty much my strategy, right? And if you guys want to learn how to trade like I trade, feel free to subscribe to the channel, follow the IG where I'll be linked below. And over time, I'm pretty much just going to break down my strategy so that if you guys want to be able to just, catch 10 points every day, call it a day, you can, because, we're trying to get those payouts. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This is Dragon Trading, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.